Hello, everybody, and welcome to FFR's Spring League 2026. We are week 4, race 3, final race of the first part of league, right before we hit semifinals next week. So, big race, a lot of things, kind of waiting to see how this race pans out, see who goes into semifinals. So, big race, lots of fun. Some people may be happy to see this week be over with. You never know. But happy to be here tonight. Join in the booth tonight with me is Sir Link a lot. Hello, Link. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself, Danny?
I'll be honest. I'm hanging in there. We're going on pure adrenaline and excitement for the race right now.
I mean, hey, it's the last race of the, part one or the regular season, however we want to call it. After this race, we'll know for certain who's going to be making it into semifinals, and that starts tomorrow already. So we get to have some even bigger fun, because the stakes get increased as of tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a real quick turnaround from the end of week 4 to the beginning of semifinals.
Definitely. And we've got, if you wanted to review, because right now, if you haven't been here, the first 2 races of the week, we only start with 1 party member. We can grab other party members. Some of them are locked behind NPC turn-ins. They are definitely locked behind the fiends themselves. And we could find anything, really. There's a lot of good blessings for these party members, though. Like, the only bad one is really, like, the Red Mage Malice is the -4 max MP. Hurts a lot, but other than that, like, you're not mad at any of these blessings. But we're off. We do have a single thief from 2 of our members, and we got a single fighter on 2 of our members.
We started with a silver +4 or a silver +7 sword and a silver +7 rapier. So, regardless of what our runners have on stream, each of them start with a pretty good weapon.
Yeah, it's silver +4 or 7. Like, you don't want to call it an in-game weapon. Like, you'd rather have some of the other, the big boy weapons. But that's still an in-game weapon. Like, that's gonna hurt still.
Fast and tempo, that'll take out some fiends for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you're not going to be mad at the rapier +7. Like, you have a Zeus gauntlet to start with. But still, like, if you need to do some single target damage, like, that's got a very hefty amount of crit. You can get some good damage with just that rapier. Wood +6. Shard. I don't think we're getting that shard or whatever that was yet. Because, oops.
Yeah, in this flag set, all of our marked boxes have either a key item or a shard in them, and that box is lethal. So we'll be coming back to that later, but we are not messing around with it right now.
No, not until we find a ribbon at least. But even if we find a ribbon, that's still going to be kind of one of those. I don't like this because that one malice on the thief. We got the minus or mute when the ribbon's equipped. Sonny, our first one to provoke a Rax right behind. That looks like I think it was a white mage.
Yeah, that looks like a white mage.
Sonny's got a little bit different sprites, so I'm not entirely sure, and I didn't see on Rax's side he was using more like the vanilla sprites. I guess we will see. Is Sonny going to take? Look like a black mage on Rax's side. That is definitely a black mage. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, grab a second member at the very least. That way, somebody's already building experience up. Nuns gain experience is not turned on, so they're going to come in at level 1. So, getting an early second character kind of helps out a lot. You don't have to worry about that low level character being in a super high level area potentially, and just getting smacked down all over the place.
Yeah, even if it's a character you might not want per se, it's good to take it so that you have one with levels on it, and that way, if you say you find one that you do want, and you want to replace it and have that character start out instead of its 0.
Yep.
So for this black mage, we've got Lit 3, Confused. I think I saw Fire 3 at Canaria. So okay-ish early magic. That'll kill some things.
Yeah, I mean you've got some, you got the Zeus Gauntlet, you got some good sweepers. Like you've got some work to get through the early game pretty good. And Crown was from Bicky, so I mean we could go to Astos if you really want to, I guess. Looks like that's what Sonny's up to.
I think
Maybe.
Lightning 3, Fire 3, the Silver Sword or the Rapier. Good Turner, you could probably get through Astos.
Well, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, this Black Mage doesn't have any charges. Ooh, these, W-Ochos. Giving Rax the business. Says, no, 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 you do not get my box just yet.
Yeah, Thursday's race, we had a box that was really early in Matoya's cave that was almost impossible to get through, and then that everyone needed to make, that nice little mental notes come back to, which is a good thing they did because it turned out to be the loot. So I'm sure all our runners are just like either making mental notes, jotting things down, like, okay, this is where this box was and I didn't get through it. Gotta remember to come back.
Yeah, especially, we got 2 and we got that one in Dwarf Cave as well, with those lethal fish, so...
Especially when you don't know what it could be. Could it just be a shard? Sure. But could it be one of your incentives or your loose items?
Mm-hmm. And you're especially happy to see the loose item. That way, you kind of one less you can check off, so it's like, okay, I can kind of stop checking, potentially even peeking boxes in these non-incentivized dungeons. Well, there's our loot, so we don't have to worry about that. At least Astros has that. So, nice to find early, but I wouldn't say this puts Sonny any further ahead than the rest of the runners, because eventually, you're going to make it here. Looks like Woo Bear's on the way there right now. Looks like Ike here probably doing the same thing. Rax is going to be the first one into Volcano and just probably check some boxes. See if we can get any money, some equipment, shards, key items. Who knows? We've got 3 trap boxes right here.
Yeah, and anything that's going to help your early game, like it's a good play to check there. You're going to have a chance of finding a lot of things that you might be able to use. Also, your shards and possible loose key items.
And imps on the overworld, they have stone poison. So imps have some teeth.
1 minute you're just walking around, next minute you're just lawn ornaments. You ain't doing nothing, not going nowhere.
Yeah,
Can't even enjoy a nice overworld stroll these days.
Okay.
So we got a hint of something in marsh, and I'm fairly certain that said blue, which means Sonny plays with the funny names for our Ruby, and we just found out that Ruby is in marsh.
Yep. Which, barring floater, you need to get to Earth Cave, so... I mean, probably gonna make your way there.
And we just got our first, we've got a ship in Armory.
Okay, you were definitely happy to see that. That's a good play, because, all this walking everybody else is doing, Rax is gonna have that speedboat, and is gonna be cruising along.
Not to mention, playing on this map, you don't need the canal to get out of the inner sea, so that boat allows you to get to a few other places you have access to other than just here.
Yeah, that's true. And one of those is the incentive. We've got Cardia. The incentive Cardia would be up north. Could go and check that right away now.
They're pop quizzing each other in chat about where the boat spawns if you found it in Volcano. I want to say Provoca with this map, but
I would say Provoca as well.
I think so, but we could also be very wrong and it be an alpha.
Save on game over is on, yes. Normally this fight that Ike here's on, you would be like, oh, 3 eyes, great, but I mean, they'll probably give you experience, but we're not looking at eye experience more than likely.
Yeah, looks are deceiving with the enemies this evening.
Yep, we have the Randomizer flag on, so kind of looking more, where are they in the world, or what dungeon are they in? That's typically how you're going to know how good is the experience going to be. See, 3 eyes giving 1,000 experience to a single member here, it's like, oh, bad.
Oh no! Okay, so we have 2 things with glare that are guarding boxes this evening.
Yeah, that's not happy.
That's unfortunate. No, not at all. Oh, And the boat's not at Elflands. I think we may have been correct about it spawning at Provoca.
Yeah, I think it would have to be Provoca then. Unless it just spawns at, Cornelia, potentially, but I don't think so.
I don't think it does. I think it, even with the new map, I think it still goes with the logic of like the just vanilla game. It spawns at the nearest dock.
Yeah.
At least that's what it has been the case when I've had it pop up on this map.
Yeah, like the vanilla map's typically pretty easy to tell because it's the nearest dock that you don't need another item to potentially get to. That's why, like, if you find it in Ice Cave, it goes to Provoca. Even though you could technically get to Elfland, Provoca is there because it assumes you have no map edits on. But because this is a unique map, it kind of throws a little bit of a wrench in where is this actually going to be? Sunny also having the ship out of Volcano now. But yeah, you kind of think, I mean, that's really the only, I feel like that's the only play after you kind of do that crown turn in because, like, you know, where else are you going? Barring, I guess, you know, we've seen, I think, 3 boxes we can't get into, and any one of those could have a progression item right now.
Yes,
so assuming those are shards, at least.
Yeah, so far, all our runners kind of doing the same things, just in different orders, but other than just a bit of difference in shard count, all of our runners are pretty much just in a good position, all in the same place. Everyone has their loot, everyone got the crown, got their loot from the crown, well, Iger's will likely have their boat soon, so...
Yeah, and Rex doesn't quite have loot either. Hasn't went to turn in the crown.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be our first check at Sarda, assuming it's not locked, which it's not, so
no.
We do have a free Sarda item. So what do we have here? Ooh, a red
this flag set. Yeah, and the adamant. Yeah, and this flag set, Sarda is the only early check that we have. Yep. If you want to talk to the sage and get your item, you gotta take out Lich. If you want to do ordeals, you have to have the crown, which we do, which is good. Unless it's like the practice I rolled in these once, where ordeals was crown and chime required.
That's always lovely. It's like, hey, I can go do this, especially ordeals. That is such a long walk.
Yeah, like he's like, I got the crown, I can do ordeals. You walk over to ordeals, you bonk right off of him, and you're like, oh, come on.
Joke's on you. You thought you were going to do this.
Which is what I got for assuming things in this game. 7 years in, I should know better.
Let's see, can Woo Bear get through these beasts? Because this is where Rex gets some turn order.
Oh.
Killed a couple.
Oh.
Maybe get turn order. Oh, well, Cremate's gonna, Woo's gonna actually get through this fight. And, oh, maybe not, I spoke too soon. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Now we get through the fight.
Alright, what's in there?
Oh! Okay. That's...
Ooh.
That has some potential.
That is spicy information.
Yeah, that's our second loose already.
Yeah, both here in Volcano.
Yeah, that nice turn order, the Lightning 3 taking out 2 of those. Rex getting that loot now, or in this case, Tambourine. Yeah, now the Black Mage, the little Black Mage that could, how far? Well, let's see if the little Black Mage can make it through this one. That's a negative.
It sure is. Woo kind of is gonna go get his boat and probably turn in that TNT.
Yeah, I feel like you get through that fight, you know what was there, you know how lethal the tile was. You're probably thinking, I don't think everybody gets through this on the first try.
Yeah.
And that's one of those, you know, okay. And so, okay, we got the crystal from that adamant. We've got another Black Mage. Looks like we're grabbing that. That's going to be one of those things, like, you know, that could be a huge play if that TNT turns into something, you know, say floater, anything leading to floater, because it's like, when do you actually make the decision to go back into Volcano. Probably not until you're ready to realistically kill Carrie. No.
Which, I mean, technically in these flags you don't have to. Unless you need the shards, you don't have to go back. So that one's a tricky one.
Yeah, that's why it's like, you know, and that looks like that's exactly where Woobear's off to. Is it's like, hey, I got this item that was potentially extremely difficult to get. It's also deep into a dungeon. I'm gonna immediately go turn it in, and you know, we'll see. And you know, give this box a try. And you know, the thief, you're supposed to let us ambush, not get ambushed.
Apparently, they got aggressive, got glare, and they hit hard. Jeez, they knocked that poor little black. That black mage right over.
Yeah, and mute touch on top of that. So even if you survive, it's just like, well, about those spells you want to get.
Yeah, these are just gross.
Yeah, well, we get lightning 3 off. They're thick too. That was 200 plus.
I started to ask because I wasn't 100% sure if Pro Rings possibly protected against glare, because we saw Woobear pick those up in Provoca. But it looks like that's not the case, because it was ineffective that first time, and I thought, well, maybe.
Now, is glare status then? It would have to. I mean, unless you just get really, really bad luck. Okay, tail.
Depending on the party and what gear you find, like that could be honestly a really big advantage if.
Yeah, I thought glare was death type too, but if you got pro rings, or it could be non-elemental.
And
yeah,
Cardia.
If it's non-elemental, you're only resisting it based off of magic defense. So yeah, I guess maybe. Okay, Rax did go with that first one. Kind of took the advantage of the early ship. We got the rod. So
Cardia is incentivized, correct?
We can't get to it though. Yeah, Cardia is incentivized. So
okay. I thought I remembered it being incentivized, but also just in case I have to race tomorrow, I've been doing week 4, so things are a little confused in my old lady brain right now.
Okay, according to Mechlin, glare is time. So the scariest of all the elements.
Just need to come back with a black wizard wearing a black shirt. I think that protects against time, or I'm completely wrong. Yay! Well, hot darn, I remember the thing.
Okay, canoe. So that crystal we got turns into the canoe. That early adamant we got. So Woobear got the adamant. Probably not too far behind on the canoe, I would guess.
And left the other black mage.
Yeah, I might be thinking 2-man strats. Trying to take these WHOs down. Honestly, with some of these boxes and the way they are, I'm not surprised to see, you know, go past 2 members. Just because, like, you're seeing these insta-kills. Okay, we've got a shard. That canoe, that kind of blows the seat open now. Like, we pretty much, outside of, like, what's locked by Chime, we know where the ruby is, so we can technically get to Earth Cave once we go get it out of Marsh Cave. Like, you really can go get pretty much anything you want with the canoe, minus Caravan and Bahamut. You do need the floater for that.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we haven't seen the shop item. I saw Sonny check I think that was the Crescent Lake item shop, and we still are missing wherever a shop item is. So it's somewhere in the northern part of the world.
We are picking up his rod. Rax getting the bottle from the robot. Checking boxes for good things. Oh, well, I'd say almost 30 grand's a good thing.
Yeah, you're not gonna be sad about that. Uh-oh, it's one of those fish.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, there's only one of those fish. These fish are thick, though.
They sure are. Excuse us, fish. Could you please not? There we go.
So the fish making you work for whatever's in here, and it is going to be another shark.
Yeah, meanwhile on the bottom corner opposite of Brock's a little bit, Sonny having a very unpleasant time here with this box in Dwarf Cave.
Yeah, like I get it, but it's just like these
Ooh.
fish are hitting hard.
Iker with Bane though, getting through the box there in Volcano, getting his TNT.
Yeah, another little black mage that could, and yeah, these fish.
The black mages might be small, but they are mighty tonight.
Yeah.
Taking on the world.
Looks like Rax is off to March. Well, it looked like a March Day play for a second there. Probably going back.
Yeah, it's like we're just going, over here to the river access.
Yep.
Bringing the road along.
So I would imagine after this we're gonna see a dive into Earth Cave for Rax. Kind of been following the items.
Sonny headed into Titans, but doesn't have their ruby. Access denied.
Yep, no ruby yet.
Titan said, not yet. Come back with a snack.
Yeah, it needs to go get that canoe still. Which is that adamant fetch chain. If I remember correctly.
A Vorpal -1. I believe that was minus. In Marsh.
Sad day.
It is indeed not something you're exactly tickled about when you pick it up.
Nope. You're just sad. That's just sadness. We got some rangers guarding the incentive box in Marsh. This isn't incentivized, so this is not a shard. This is definitely going to be an item. Or a piece of equipment. Oh yeah, that's our ruby. That's right.
Yep.
That would be our ruby. There are no loose and incentivized dungeons, so we wouldn't find one of those in here.
Yeah, it makes it easy to just know exactly what it is you're getting when you get to the box.
Yep.
Which is nice. Hiker picking up his adamant. Rax finding a marked box here in Marsh, which we'll know is a shard.
Yep. It's definitely another shard. You are going to be happy to see that. Each one of those shards is giving you bonus experience on top of that. So you were definitely happy to see it.
Yeah, and the shard count that you need for this flag set, it's pretty up there. It's 32, so... It feels real bad when you're opening like a lot of boxes, or just not seeing boxes and it's not, and you're like, I need shards. Where's all the boxes with shards?
Where's the boxes with X, please, game? I just want trap boxes now. Probably not right now. I think you're still probably looking for some equipment. I don't think you're completely happy with your current setup. Maybe you are. Who knows? I'm not going to tell these players what they're comfortable with. Alright, Ike here picking up that crystal. So, everybody's got canoe. Oh.
That black mage said, you're not getting out unless I come with you.
Like, bring me with, please! Ike here's like, no. Stay here with the dwarves and learn how to blacksmith. Then maybe you're useful.
It's interesting, because we've seen a couple players now leave the second black mage, and I wonder if it's because they just don't want a second black mage, or if they're gonna run this two-man. Because I would imagine even if you don't want the black mage, you take it to get levels on it, so if you find something else you want to replace it with, you can recruit over. So it'll be interesting to see what they do there.
Well, Iker decided to grab it at this point. Hey, look, it took one of those glares, so...
There you go. See, it's already serving a purpose.
Maybe that's the idea. I'm just going to get another body for this fish, and then if they die, I'm keeping them dead. And these fish are thick. Like... 311 to essentially 400 health.
Doing a decent job at dodging those glares, though. We could just come on, come on, just one more, turn order. Come on, give it to us.
Mr. Dazzle.
There we go.
What is in this box that we've seen? That was some good experience too.
Just the bridge.
Womp womp.
I mean, we do need that sometimes. Just not tonight.
Not tonight. sad day.
Though it could have been interesting if a runner had gotten through that and gotten the bridge before the ship.
Yeah.
There'd have been a whole lot of walking going around.
Yeah. So this is interesting. Rax actually making the play into Ice Cave. Has everything needed to get into Earth Cave, but Ice Cave.
One of our fantastic trackers, Loopy DB, asking if that is our third loose. If we're talking about the bridge does not count as loose in these flags.
Yeah, it's not an incentive item, so it's just kind of loose.
So it's technically 3 loose and a bridge.
Yep.
You gotta find 3 incentive items in the wild and, infrastructure.
Did you see what Rax picked up in Ice Cave?
I did not.
Fast gauntlets.
Oh, that's nice. And I don't think we've seen that yet anywhere, so.
I don't believe
passed on an item. Yeah, we're real happy about that.
Yeah, you are extremely happy about seeing that one. Outside of that, I don't think we've gotten any, maybe 1 shard. We're gonna get no, this isn't even incentivized, so this could be a loose, our last loose, or this is a shard here. Oof, that one black mage just completely dead. No chance.
It's supporting the team by just taking punches.
I'll take a punch so you don't have to. Which, considering I don't know if Rax has just not been back to a shop or a city. Oh, okay, that is actually our last. So that's our third loose. Rax doesn't know that because Rax missed the TNT. However, we know that, and Woo Bear is going to know that. This is going to be the last loose.
We unequipped. We're taking this fight till we're no longer standing.
Yeah, I mean, it's either run out or, get experience. And right now, with the way Rax is, kind of not buying spells, you kind of imagine that third person is just kind of a body to help out until is, corpse on the ground. And
not to mention, if there's no town nearby, so if you want it back up, this is a good way to do it. Because the whole party comes back on save on game over.
Yeah, you get all your spell charges back. You get everything. So, yeah, I mean...
yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, get some experience, get all your stuff back. Might as well. Is it incentive? Oh, it's kids. It is incentivized. Never mind. I was looking elsewhere. Oops. So, never mind. That is not loose. We are still missing a loose item somewhere.
And suddenly, it's a 3-man party again.
There.
We gotta re-equip everybody. And we're off.
Yeah, we're off. Okay, so... looks like, I guess, something wiped Woo Bear out of Ice Cave. Or it's been resetting, because still in kind of that first part. And Rax looks like off to Ordeals next.
Yeah, Luffy and Chad saying that drop down was nasty, so I'm gonna assume there was something real gross there that Woo Bear saw, yeah. Luffy saying it was the undead pack turned him away.
Hey, you brought up bonking off Ordeals. Yeah, so bonking off Ordeals.
Well.
Deja vu.
Rax, I feel your frustration. That is real aggravating. Go all that way, they just bonk right off of it.
No. Alright, Rax is off to somewhere.
I'm guessing Earth. We've got the rod, we've got the ruby, we can do it. And taking out Lich, if nothing else, taking out Lich frees up whatever incentive item the Sage and Crescent has.
I mean, yeah, that's my thought. 2 shards. I mean, your levels are doing good. You have the equipment. You have that fast gauntlet. Unless Lich has something just...
Fast gauntlet, the silver +7. We've got fire 3. We've got lightning 3. At the very least, those spells. And with these levels, I genuinely think, Earth shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, Rax making us lie. You're gonna go turn the bottle in first, it looks like. Also check the item shop, because we're still missing that. It's not here, so...
Ordeals? Or
No,
Caravan.
for the item, we're looking, it's got to either be on rack or it has to be Oasis Shop.
Or not Ordeals. I meant on rack. I got my O
Yeah.
towns mixed up. Yeah, it's on rack or Caravan.
Rack's getting cubed, so I mean, with the items,
We could honestly do Sky. We don't Chime. We need Chime for Ordeals. We don't need it for Sky. You could full clear Sky now.
yeah. I mean, Rax needs the key, so that's the big thing now. But like between those dungeons, like you've got all of your dungeons still. That's 12 of your shards, so you need to find 15 loose shards somewhere if you want to just kill all the bosses and the key. Yeah, that's Woobear grabbing that Oxy Ale. Looks like Sonny is going right behind. Speaking of bosses, we're seeing Carrie. Ooh, Carrie has Blizzard.
Apparently, she's not fond of the warm spring weather and is trying to cool things down.
Yeah. I mean, that's the opposite of what the Fiend of Fire is supposed to do, but okay. Ink, thanks for the free turn, Carrie. Appreciate it. Gonna get some chip damage with Fire 3, some more Fire 3, some, heal. 5 for 100 on the fighter. You're kind of happy that happened and not one of your black mages. 193? Definitely above vanilla HP, but probably doesn't have too much left. Gonna try Confusion. Nope, ineffective. Punch. Nope. Another ink. Wasted turn. 4 for 340. Carrie rolled up on that health. What is... Yeah, 250. Okay, there we go. Carrie down.
Yeah, that heal helmet coming in clutch. Kept everybody up till we get her down.
Another black mage. Okay, Ikir. No, Ikir's like, nope. Don't want. Yeah,
Also,
that's
in chat looked like it was an Ice plus 6 sword, which is another sword that's really, really good.
Yeah. Sonny, I think this is that undead pack maybe Woobear bounced off of, but yeah. Or okay, never mind. That was a sleep touch. That was nasty. Got that fast gauntlet. And Woobear's, I guess, doesn't have the cube yet, according to tracking, but is going to at least check Mirage.
I mean, there are quite a few boxes there. 10, 11, 12, 17, 18 boxes, I think, in the first 2 floors.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention, like, the experience you're going to get in here if you just kill stuff while you're checking these boxes, there's a lot of experience on these encounters in Mirage and Sky. So, like, getting those levels potentially that you really want. More sleep and Ice Cave. Sonny trying to get through this. I think this is the incentive box, actually. Now that I think about it. And Sweetie Bit Racing, thank you so much for the raid. We have a Ribbon and Earth. Was that a loose incentive one? No fanfare.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I believe...
I was trying to pay attention.
Ribbon is incentive, so...
Yeah, I was pretty sure we're using Roxton skin. I didn't hear the fanfare, so...
Yeah.
Where was that ribbon when we needed it earlier?
For real? It's like, hey, all these boxes! Here, have the ribbon. You know, this would have been nice like 30 minutes ago.
Right, after you finally get through most of them.
Yeah, as far as like kind of checking in as far as like status of everybody, I would say if there is an advantage, I would say Rax has a very slight advantage. The big reason why it's hard to say is we're missing that TNT from that one box in Volcano that we know turns into the tail. Granted, we don't have the floater to take advantage of it yet, but we'll see if that promotion ends up coming into play later. Ooh. Now you're really hoping to buy promotion, because that's a Dragon plus 7 armor. Like, yeah, that's 56 armor, no penalty to evasion. And this fighter, if you're just joining us, the blessings for most of these classes were
bonkers.
On the very good side. Some of them bonkers. One of those being the fighter has plus 50 agility base. So that fighter's essentially sitting at almost the thief level of agility to start with. Yeah, you couple that with a dragon armor, it's like, cool, even if you hit me, you're not hitting me for much.
Not to mention, you put something that nice looking on him, he's just gonna look snazzy going in there to take those fights.
Found him saved at ordeals? Okay. There's a shard.
Bats, please.
That's like you gotta get around us. Be like, oh no. Okay, Woo Bear following into Earth now. And we're about to see whatever is taking the place of the vampire. Nope, another box. An Ocho.
That's just funny.
A dead Ocho. And Sonny gonna be our first one into the Thief Shrine.
So what's in our earth box?
Another shard. So it puts them on level with Ikir as far as shard count, but 2 of Ikir's shards did come from killing Carrie.
Yeah. Rocks got decently close too, but got tossed out by the TNT box.
Yep, that box was probably a lot more manageable with that ribbon now. Ooh, well, you can't equip it yet, but we were talking about time resistance.
Mm-hmm.
There it says it right there. Resist ice and time for the black shirt. So
see, apparently all we needed to survive those boxes in the early game was just everything that's in Earth.
Yeah, you can go to Earth right away. Go get that stuff first. Stick fits for 6 damage on the fighter. Another shard. I'm gonna look at the spells here. Lock, Wit. Okay, so Lock, the only really good black magic spell, I would say, out of level 3. Turn order, please. Oh, we got ambushed. Never mind. That was that was getting ambushed. Okay, now turn order, please.
Yeah, right now black magic's passable, but it hasn't been too impressive.
Yeah, like it's okay. Level 1 and 2, I'm okay. We've got Brack at level 4, Bane, but like all of your support black magic, like we're looking at levels 5 and above, which you're not happy about. Like, thankfully you got that fast, or you know, some of our runners have that fast gauntlet, but you're not happy about the black magic right now, probably.
Not particularly, no. It makes you wonder what's hiding in white magic, because we haven't seen a whole lot of checks for that, because, well, we haven't seen anyone who can cast it yet. Right now, the only person
you've seen that red mage.
Oh, we did.
Red mage up. Which, you know, with -4 max MP is kind of understandable. Like, the red mage's, you know, strength is typically versatility, and when you take its spell charges away, you kind of take that versatility away. It's like, cool, you have all these spells, you can't cast them.
That and our red mage this week is a little wonky, because it is technically a pink mage.
That too. That?
Alright.
Black? That's the black belt.
Interesting.
Yeah, so let me go review, just in case. That way we know.
It's a pretty good black belt.
Yeah, so
and I say that as someone who doesn't typically care for it much.
Yeah, so the black belt's bonuses, we've got a teleport magic, awesome. We have +3 magic defense when promoed, so promo doesn't do anything bad. Your malice is -30 HP. And yeah, we are grabbing that black belt. And the more important one is +20 hit percentage. So that black belt's going to be online a lot faster than what you think.
Yeah, it's going to be a little extra punchy.
And it makes you wonder, like, do you go for the mythical 12 hits? Or it's like, no, this is enough. Yeah,
just need Roozer defense. You got a fast bonk. Grind it to the moon. Just black belt in a dream. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much right. Like, got fast bonk, you get that Roozer the defense, and But let me get to that 12 hits, and it's like, all right, I'm a freight train that doesn't know how to stop.
You're just going into Topher and blowing up everything.
My brakes don't work anymore. Did Sonny? I missed it because I know Sonny's in C, so we definitely probably checked the item shop. Did Sonny check the item shop? Did we? I don't think we saw the item there, which means it's floater locked.
Yeah, either there and didn't pick it up, or it's floater locked, because everything on Sonny's tracker.
Okay, or
okay,
Luffy, never mind.
There. Got it. I'm gonna guess and just didn't pick it up or didn't have the money because it's not marked on the tracker.
Right. Well, behind Lich is your weapon. You have a Masamune +4. But it's gonna go on to that black belt for right now. Okay, didn't see him actually buy it. Okay.
It's a little funny to get through Lich, which opens up the Sage incentive, and you pick up that black belt, and then immediately get like an insanely good weapon for that fighter.
Yeah.
Jokes, folks.
Yeah, Rex. I mean, especially finding that Masamune now, like, and has the black belt, like, I imagine you're hitting in like your dungeons now, your fiend dungeons.
Oh, 100%.
Go get my shard. Go get your shards.
Still have a missing key somewhere.
This is true.
But basically everything is, like I said, it is open to us right now. So it's really just kind of deciding where you want to go and hoping it pays off. Heading back to Volcano, we're going to take out Carrie, which should not be a problem now. And finish checking the boxes here that Rax missed.
Honestly, I like the play. Like, you've been down there, you know there's some trap boxes that bounced you. Odds are they're not bouncing you now.
Oh yeah, much better position.
So, like, and it's gonna, it's gonna find that TNT, probably go turn it in. It's probably gonna be, like, uh-oh, that's not good. And then you see the tank, like, okay, this could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Wobear looks like it's on Lich floor now, so probably about to be killing a Lich.
Yeah, I can't imagine this party has much of a problem. We've got a rune sword on that thief. We've got magic good enough to get through a Lich on that black mage. This should be fine.
Yeah, fast. Yeah, 6 for 271. This is not an issue. Yeah, bye, Lich.
And goodbye, Lich.
Will we grab that black belt?
Give us our shards.
We are grabbing that black belt.
It's starting at 0.
Vaughn, Ordeals is chime blocked. We have bonked off of it already. 1 free Fritz bringing up. We found a katana +7 in C. So there's your, thief weapon. Assuming you can promote, because we might not find the floater.
Yeah, I mean, if you come across it, and it turns out it's not needed, but, like, you have your shards and stuff, and if you've done the things, if you're someone who has that monster, or you've got the black belt, and you've got your shards, you're not worried about finding that floater. Like, you'll go floaterless if it gets you into Topher.
Also, another thing we found, like, the big thing that probably our black belt users, we have the Rune Stick and Sharknado floor.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Are we about to get a black mage through this solo again? Come on.
A little black mage that could.
Come on, yeah!
A little black mage that could. I don't know about Carrie, but I imagine you're going to just come back in here and with the full party. Like, I'm going to check all the boxes.
Yeah, black mages are just absolutely destroying Volcano. No one else can get through, but the black mages are just the little tiny mages that could just run right through here.
I mean, so these black mages, they got some muscles. Like, they can't use them yet, but, like, when these black mages promote, they can't equip that fighter armor. So they're not going to be the typical, squishy black mage that you think of, like, oh, that black mage can't take a hit. Be like, no. Especially we're seeing, these fire +7, ice +7 armors. Like, yeah, that black mage is going to be able to take a hit. No problem.
Unfortunately, not right now. Oh no! We were 1 box away. 1 box. We going back in?
Like,
no, we're not.
Okay, that's a little surprising.
I'd agree with that, yeah. I'd imagine at least run in, maybe try that again, or at the very least just do carry for the shards, but...
I mean, you can also keep it in mind, like, if you hit, 3 shards, you're sitting at 29, be like, okay, I know there's a box down there plus carry. Wait, I can do this quick. Other places I need to actually do, especially, like, we're going into sea or sky here. Probably going to be seeing a lot of it. I don't want to say a lot, but we're probably going to be taking encounters in here to get some levels.
Meanwhile, Woo Bear returning to the scene of the crime.
It's like, look, I will take this down. Whatever you are hiding, it will be mine.
Just get turn order. Come on.
Okay, we should.
There we go. Okay,
and then
now
it's
we're
probably gonna
good.
be like bridge. Really? Really?
Oh no. Oh, seeing that at 44 minutes in, you should be like, "Are you really gay? Really?"
You're just
Come
like,
on now.
really? And like, you're like, okay, I'm glad I didn't need this, but I'm like, now
Yeah.
you couldn't have been anything else. Like, I'd be happy with a shard at this point.
Like Mechlin in chat. I'd reset that in protest.
Yeah, it's not like you're getting bonus experience off key items, so yeah. Sonny almost a Kraken. Yep, gonna heal up on Rax's side before checking these trap boxes. Should be a nice easy one here. Oh, no. There we go. Get a shard. So we've got half the shards needed on Rax's side. Kraken. Ruse. Brack. Brack 1. No. Kraken has Lightning 2. We're going to try to Bracken the Kraken again. Kraken says no.
Being very stubborn.
Fire 2. Here's Brack 3. That is a negative. Bracketh the 4th. Still no Brack. Yeah, might have to do this the old-fashioned way and punch out. Oh, uh-oh. That, okay. My thief wakes up immediately like, no.
Yeah, I started
Nope.
saying we rused and we fasted, so we could get him down the other way as long as stops putting him to sleep.
Kraken thick.
Indeed.
That was with a temper, and it did like 4 for 15. Uh-oh. Well, you got the fast round, so you're fine. Boxes, and more boxes for Rex. Another temper. Yeah, just trying to keep that thief up right now. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, that was the concern there.
And through Max Evade, if I'm not mistaken.
It was paralyzed. Evade doesn't do a thing, unfortunately.
I mean, the good thing here is anything that we picked up on the way to Kraken, we still have. But man, you get that far, you really want those 4 shards.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's definitely one of those things, like, if Save on Game Over wasn't on, like, you're feeling really bad right now because you just did a full clear, you lost everything. Like, that hurts.
Yeah,
at least kept everything.
As many unpleasant, deadly things we've seen in this seed, like, if Save on Game Over wasn't on, I would not blame runners just throwing things across the room, because, like, it would just be awful. I mean, it's still awful with it on, but without it, miserable.
And it's one thing to keep in mind, we didn't really go over this too much, but we are in the last race of, like, we'll call it the regular season or phase 1 of Spring League. So once this race is over, points are going to get tallied up. The top 5 teams are making it into semifinals. For the most part, the teams are kind of locked in, barring something like a do not finish. So this is one of those teams that are like, 5th and 6th is like, do not forfeit. Like, please do not forfeit. Because I know it's been one of those things. Some of these flag sets have been extremely frustrating for a lot of the runners, and we've been seeing, say, like on average, a forfeit a race almost, close to it.
That feels pretty fair.
Time in sky.
So
That is our
that's
last
funny.
lose.
That's comical. Love that. I did say the game's got jokes, so.
It sure does. So now I kind of wonder. Like, obviously you're in Sky. I mean, this fighter's going to be going to the absolute moon. You know, I kind of wonder. Actually, I want to ask you, Danny. Right now, you're running the solo fighter. You're not going to just reset out or, purposely die. You're going to try to clear as many boxes as you can.
Sure am.
This fighter's probably going to get a lot of levels while we're doing this.
Yep.
If you get through Tia with the solo fighter, and it's a black belt, you already have one black belt. Are you taking that black belt to replace that fighter?
It would, I think, maybe depend on what level it was when I got there. If it was, like, decently into the 30s and getting up that way, yeah, probably. Because once you have a lot of your shards, the experience you're going to get, like, you're going to level very fast. So getting a black belt online after that, honestly, wouldn't take that much.
Yeah, I mean, we're 27
so definitely
already.
leaning towards yes.
So, like, not taking these fights, which don't necessarily blame, because, like, you're only getting the experience on one character, but...
Sure. But yeah, take them. Send that fighter to the moon. Even if you don't replace it, like, having a big old chunky fighter in the front, they can take a punch. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Odoron brought this up. This is kind of good to note, too. Doesn't have the tail yet, so kind of might more lean towards that. I don't want to promote this party anymore. Like, granted, you have the Masa, so you don't need to promote like you would, if you were trying to swing Excal or a Vorpal or something like that. But fighter with plus 20, like, Honorak had a chime hand. Okay, so...
Unless there is a spell or something that I feel I really, really need. At this point, if I walk in and there's a Mazda +4, my concerns about promotion pretty much go out the window. Like, I have a weapon I don't need promotion for. That's no longer a super concern of mine.
Yeah, and I don't think Rax is thinking of promotion, because there was an Aegis +4 shield. Skipped it.
We ain't making room for that. We got stuff to do.
And I mean, if you're gonna make room for a shield, that is the shield you make room for. Is the Aegis shield. You already got, especially if you already got the Dragon armor, like, yeah, you've got a good chunk of your resistances. But yeah, no. So we're just gonna go. I mean, obviously you're gonna try. You're not gonna leave. You got same on game over. Like, the worst thing that happens is you get knocked out. And like, okay, well, cool. I want to come back in here with my full party now and just wipe you out. Ikir trying to get through this Lich. Sani coming in, does not have the cube, it looks like. So won't be able to pick up that chime. Well, Ikir will pick up the black belt. I believe replaced the dead black mage, so yeah, that black belt already has some levels behind it too. 9 for 664.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was looking, because I couldn't quite remember, yeah, thanks to our notes from our fantastic trackers, Loopy Notaron, that cube coming from the bottle turn-in. So everyone can potentially have it.
The bottle? Where's the...
Oh, bottle
bottle? Yeah, that's...
Waterfall. Alright. Thank you, Odoron chat. Yeah.
Did Sani... Okay. I was like, did Sani really not do? I guess. I mean, I trust our trackers. I guess we'll find out.
I feel like maybe it's just me. I feel like on this map, even when you have access to waterfall, it's easy to forget to do.
Yeah, this is true because I don't want to call it's in a weird spot, but like where you're used to it being, it's not.
Yeah.
Um,
It's one of the few things that feels like drastically different from, say, like the vanilla map than on here. Because I know there's been a few times where I'm just like, I've done everything. What can I do? And I go, oh, way to go, Goofy. Waterfall. It's right there. You completely forgot about it.
Yep.
And then I take my little self over and go talk to a robot. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, there we go.
So I would definitely say right now Rax is, I want to say, pretty well in the lead at the moment. Sitting at 25 shards. We kind of brought this up earlier. The fact that bounced out a volcano, the little black mage that couldn't take it all the way, but is skipping right side C. Is just immediately going in here. Is going to get 4 shards from Kraken, assuming you kill Kraken. We'll be at that 29, where you know it's like, okay, there's a box down there. I found all my loose, so you know that's a shard now.
Yeah, if I'm going into C, I'm making the same decision as Rex. You know Kraken is 4. You look at how many you need left after that 4, and if there is a possibility that you can find that many on Kraken's side, you immediately do Kraken's side first.
Yep. And I think it's going to get the roost stick out of here, too. Here's a shard. So now I won't even need to check that the vanilla incentive in Volcano could just go right to carry. I'm assuming we don't find 2 more shards on this side. You might just go right side and go for the shards there instead of dive all the way through Volcano. Get our shard. Ruse. Yeah, there's the Ruse staff. So it's like, you're like, okay. Actually thinking about it, hey, there's a red mage behind that herb we bought. Woo Bear, the first one to turn this in. What is it going to be? There's our canal. That's what I was going to actually bring up. Even if we have the 32 shards, we don't have floater or canal. We didn't have floater or canal. We couldn't even get to Temple of Fiends, even if we had the 32 shards available.
We'd have just been sitting out by the dock on that little island they're now on, just been like, oh no. Well, guess we're not doing that right now.
Yeah, Opal plus 5. We still need the key as well. That's the other thing, which...
Yep. Okay, so we've got... It could be here in Topher. It could be...
Ordeals.
Or it's Ordeals. I think it has to be one of the two. Or King or Sarah. Like, we turn in it could be here, King or Sarah, or it's Ordeals. Yeah,
because we're missing the floater. We're missing the slab as well. So slab, floater, the incentive ribbon, and the key. The key doesn't unlock anything itself as far as incentive. So one of those 3 have to be slab.
Oh no. I just had the worst thought and I'm afraid to say it because it feels bad if I'm right.
That's what chat probably wants though.
Slab to floater to key being the incentive item. Or the vendor item. Oh, nope, there we go. Okay. Thank you, game, for not making something horrible like that possible and me feeling really bad.
Which means floater is either in Ordeals, like somebody wants in chat, or it's off of the slab now.
Although, we get the key from Sarah, we don't need floater.
No, we don't. It's like, the only way, realistically, you floater is if you get promotion. I feel like if you're running a black belt party,
you
don't care anymore. Like,
yeah, I think anyone who's got the black belt or that Mazda plus 4 isn't super worried about promotion. So now we're in an interesting place. Rax had that bit of a lead with shards, although Wubo's shard count is catching up.
Well, Rax is up to 30 now.
As soon as the words came out of my mouth, I saw like the number change on Rax's. Like, dang it, trackers! You couldn't give me like a second to look a little right.
No.
You're doing your job too efficiently. But now that Wu's got the key, essentially need shards and go.
Yep. Which Rax knows where 2 shards are.
Yep. Same with Rax. So Rax could just go straight to carry.
Yep, straight to
get those 2, and then as soon as they're comfortable with their levels, It'd be interesting to see if we just run this party with the fighter as our main melee, or if we're gonna try and do something with that black belt.
Actually, turning herb in first. This makes sense. Turning the incentive in, because you're not in go mode even with your shard. You still need something.
Exactly.
Which now you're in go mode. Well, now you need the key, but that opens up your two more incentives. So I would imagine like you go kill, or maybe not. That's gonna be like you go.
I know there was
volcano?
a shard in Canaria locked. Oh, it's gonna go bad. Rex goes and if Rex heads that way, does Canaria lock looking for shards, and gets that one, and it's still just the one shard short, and we're just having to boat around looking for it.
So who wanted floater and ordeals?
Chat's just asking.
Okay,
Chat's just asking for all kinds of shenanigans and ordeals.
Well, we have floater in there. So floater was chime locked. No, Mecklin, this should just straight up be floaters. This slab was in King or Princess, and we just turned it in for the incentive ribbon on Woo Bear's side.
So we have at least 2 ribbons then on that, which feels good when you're only running a 3-man party.
Yeah, that was the other concern. I think Woo Bear's running the thief though, so it's one of those. Do you give the thief that ribbon and just take the mute? Because right now, like Woo Bear has the black belt, but that black belt is not leveled. Like it has 100 health. It's not leveled. It's not doing anything. It is a warm body in Temple of Fiends.
I mean, if you don't promote, for the most part, that mute's not gonna hurt that thief unless it tries to use that fast bonk.
Yeah, but it also can't bring its evasion up either.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about the Rustic. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
Like,
I think you have to. I think you can't wear it. You have to risk that it's not going to die to something, because if you want to get through a lot of those fights, you're gonna need evasion and you're gonna need that fast bonk.
We've got 1 shard here in ordeals, so there's a possibility, small, but there's a possibility that
we've got one.
If there's another one, and actually thinking about it, there's one in Canary Castle, and actually never mind, there's one there. So there we go. Rax will be in key mode. Never. Rax? Does Rax have 32? Okay, he has 32. I was just like, I see 31 on the tracker.
There we go. Now it's 32.
Okay.
Now they've got him. Oh, that is such a womp womp. Like, you boat around the whole seed, and as soon as it's time to go to Topher, the last box you open is the floater right after you get your 32 shards. Game!
And right after you get Canal, too, you're just like, oh, thanks, Canal. It's like, here's floater. I'm like,
right?
Thanks.
Oh, this game is something else.
Look, we're on the internet, counting, math, all that stuff is hard. Like, it's fine. Nobody's gonna fault you for it. Well, people might fault you for it, but whatever.
We will
have them do it instead. See what happens. They'll probably do the same problem.
As someone who has tracked many races, it is really hard. People menu very fast, and it is incredibly hard sometimes to see how many, because like it's little tiny circles and they go by real fast. So it's honestly one of the easiest mistakes to make.
All right, Rax first in the air. We're at the end of the seed, and is going immediately to somewhere. A location. That box? No. Oh, it didn't turn the TNT in. That's right, we're still looking for the key. Okay, so TNT turn in is going to see the tail. It's like, okay. I mean, you took the time for the floater. You take the time to promote. Like, you're not losing anything on the black belt by promoting right now.
If you want to use some of the gear that Rax has, which it looks like they're going to do.
Yep.
It's like, you've got some good stuff in your inventory. Like, this isn't necessary, but it's absolutely going to make Topher easier.
Yeah, I think. I mean, at least as the Dragon +7, skip that Aegis Shield. Might have the. I don't know if. I think Rex has one of the black shirts, so can get that to the Black Mage. Can keep that Opal bracelet on the Black Belt. Oh yeah, that's right. Black Mage, when promoted, can equip fighter gear, which we have a. I don't know if Rex has all that good fighter gear from Seas. Skipped a lot of the boxes. Was kind of just checking some greed. Let's see. We've got the black shirt. No, not really. I mean, could do it. Okay, it's gonna equip some of it. No, never mind. Nope. Yeah, there was definitely some things, like there was an Iron +5 helmet. They were like, you know, not great equipment, but, you know, better than what a typical Black Mage is going to be wearing. Garland is about to die very quickly here.
Meanwhile, just a small nap on the on Sonic's side.
Rex is like,
you know what?
like, hi. Rex is like, I don't want to talk to you. It's like, but I'm in the way anyways. Oh, okay, fine. I'll come back. If you insist, princess. Woo Bear on Kraken. That thief is wearing the ribbon. There's the key, slab, and so that is official go mode for Rax, and looks like we are going immediately back to Temple of Fiends. We're diving with what we have.
So in Temple of Fiends, at 1 hour and 4 minutes, just shy of 105.
Yeah, we got mid.
It's a really good time on these flags.
Yeah. Yeah, Lefane, for Rax, it's literally just the ribbon in Lefane. So, you know, if keeping track knows that there's another ribbon in Lefane, is, you know, comfortable with what you've got. And here we go. We've got Ice Sword swinging Knight. We have the Masa swinging Black, or Master in this case. And then we have the Black Wizard, Lich 2, doing Lich 2 normal things, just getting in the way. And now we have Carry. We're gonna start with some locks and swing for 219. Ooh, well, Carrie's got a lot of hits and has sleep touch. That's not great. Swing. 5 for 257. Black Wizard 2 for 2, and we've got the Ice Sword swing with a fast 470. Down goes Carry. So one thing to keep in mind. That for Rax's party, we do not have any kind of white magic whatsoever. There's no support, there's no healing outside of potions, no life spells if somebody goes down. Like, if you lose somebody, that's your party for the rest of this dive. Those with a thief, they at least have that life magic. So
I was going to say, it's actually funny you mentioned that, because I was going to make a note of when you were finished that we now officially have someone who can cast white magic on a team. Woo Bear picked up that white mage.
Yeah. Might just be a warm body, but...
And left the black belt down.
Yeah. Or might have died in the dive. Speaking of black belts or masters, that master died to some trash packs. Kraken, lit 2, we're gonna ruse. We're gonna fast. We're gonna ruse, and we're gonna try to bracken the Kraken 2. No. Look, I don't blame the tries. Like, it might work. And that's one of those, like, big pop-off moments when it does work. Like, you feel really good about that. But we're going to do some locks now. 7 for 459. Now we're just going to wait. Kraken being very nice. So that Kraken was extremely nice. And was like, I'm going to leave the Black Wizard alone, because there were a lot of turns where the Black Wizard could have just been like, Kraken this season be like, you, goodbye.
Okay, Rax is hit the scenario we discussed earlier. Do we want that black mage to make it through? Yes. But we've got a Mazza +4, we've got a Rouge stick, we've got that fast, we've got things on that fighter that, or ninja, or not ninja, that knight, that if we have to solo this, it makes it doable.
There's the first scary thing we saw. We've seen nuclear now out of Tia. The knight is evaded up. Probably gonna start swinging here. We got some ink, nothing, free turn. There's big hit, 10, 6, 75. Ooh, second nuclear. Well, we're time to solo. Okay, well, Tia's down, but now it's gonna be mono e mono solo 1v1 knight
100%.
against chaos.
Yeah, 100% gonna depend on what we see out of this chaos.
Mhm.
But this fight could be 100% doable. I mean, we've got really good levels. We're mid-30s. Like we've got over 700 HP. We've got good equipment. We've got a good sword. We've got that fast bonk. We've got evasion. We've got the tools to make this work. We just need Kraken to, or not Kraken. We need Chaos to let us.
We need the chaos floor encounters to let us even get there in the first place. There we go.
I got him awesome +4. I'm just thumping him.
I mean, hey, extra levels right now.
It's
Like,
whack-a-cake. It's just whack-a-wormic. Just down they go.
all right, yeah, it's ruse. Yep, you got good turn order. That's what you want to see. Spells right away. That's probably not what you want to see. And a skill list. Thankfully, 2 of the nuclears are out of the pool. So right now, just little bits of chip damage. The problem is those are going to start adding up. That's ooh, especially for a 392. Stop. Thankfully, didn't hit. But uh-oh, well, we've got fast. We've got that fast gauntlet. That would be detrimental in an extreme way if we did a second nuke. I have concerns now.
I've got a lot more than I did before this fight started, that's for sure.
Because, like, he's just burning through his spells, too. Like, he's like, I don't know how to punch. I know how to cast spells, though. They're like, I think Nuke is up next. Yeah.
And we're almost out of heals.
Yeah, he's just
7?
chaining them. There's
Oh,
slow 2
no.
lands again.
Finally decided to
Ooh, and
swing.
6 for 44 on top of that. Like, I mean, I know you weren't fasted, but yeah, there. Ooh, this. Okay.
That is a nasty chaos.
Yeah. Great Goots, thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, this chaos.
This is a chaos you're gonna want to have.
About that black belt.
Yeah, this chaos screams you want a big punchy boy to come in there and just knock him over.
No, it just cycled that fast Mechlin. Like, he was pretty much doing nothing but spells. Like, you're not gonna out heal it with heal potions. So
no. Especially when a lot of those were just annoying, like a fire 2 that it immediately does just about the exact damage or the exact healing you just did. It's like, come on, man. Rack's looking for tiles. We're looking for a grind.
And I think Luffy, on top of that, like, skill-wise, I think we only saw the first skill. We didn't even see what else he has. Like, I don't blame Rax at all for this. I feel like that's not the grind for sure. Fish, I don't think so. That one in Topher wasn't terrible. Like, if you're doing a solo grind, that one in Topher was not terrible. Yeah. Like, for as much experience as you should be getting, it's not great, but
I mean, honestly, at this point,
one.
Like, yeah, that's what I would want. Is the fighter's got plenty of levels and a black mage. Everyone's taking a nap with that black belt, and we're just grinding that black belt and no one else.
Yeah, we got a white shirt too. You're gonna be happy about that. Yep, gonna put the black mage up front. We're gonna let the black, no, the black mage that's up front. You're supposed to fight him, not the knight that went into the back. Knights are holding the black wizard as a shield. That'll work, right?
Meanwhile, Rex doing the grind. We've got Sonny headed back down towards Carrie. The same amount of shards as Iker. We've got Iker taking their turn at Mirage and Sky. We've got Woobear with the full party back up, leading Alpland. Kind of feels like everyone's a little bit of everywhere.
Okay, yep, gonna go to a solo grind here. Unequipping that knight. Now you just punch and take them down is... Yeah, thankfully they're doing a lot of damage too. Like, you know, other than the fact we're getting good turn order when we potentially don't want good turn order. And we want to see more than one probably. We'd like to see like 3. Like that. That's what we want to see. And we want to see them attacking first like that. Well, but not attacking that one. But yeah, I would imagine we're getting the Master to... I don't know if you take it to the mythical 12 hits. Maybe you do, just because you saw what that Chaos has, and that's a battle where you want to go in full, like, fast the Master and just start punching. Like, fast... Hopefully you get through with your entire party. You fast the Master with the Knight. You temper the Master with the Black Mage, and... you go punch happy. But you already did a dive. I guess that's kind of the concern. You did a dive already. You lost that dive. How much time can you reasonably take? And this grind's not exactly getting off very quickly either. That's the problem. Like, it's taking a bit to get this knight down. You're getting a lot of experience, and that fighter is, as Mechlin put it, the fighter is huge. The fighter is going to be a very good frontline tank at this point.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, having someone up front that can take a punch while you give a punch is a pretty solid plan.
What's more than give a punch? Because I feel like the Master is going to be doing a little bit more than just giving a punch.
Certainly will
Especially if
be
we take
after
it to
this
12
ride.
hits. Like, I feel like the Master is going to be punching into orbit. Oops. We did want to do that. Okay. Uh-oh. Ambushed. Okay. Sonny gets through carry. That was carry 1. Lost the thief to something on the way down. Or on carry itself. But yeah. Fire Orb lit. 2 more shards for Sonny. Woobear's going into Marsh.
I'm going to assume key locked, because we know we've already been there before because we have the ruby. Lily pointing out, child, Woo has not gotten the cube yet. So right now, Woo's either trying to find needs that cube to do Sky for more shards, or is just looking for shards right now to round out those last 4 theme needs.
Yeah, needs to... Yeah, like Luffy said, needs to... there's the river by Gaia, so you can turn the bottle, and that's kind of what needs to happen here. There's a shard. Yeah, I guess maybe just kind of hoping that you get the shards you need. Yeah,
I feel like that's another one that's kind of easy to forget on these on this map, because normally you have access to Gaia, so it's not one of the first things you think. It's like, oh, I can go turn the bottle in as long as I've got Canoe, because while on the vanilla map we do have a flag that turns that on, and we don't use it too terribly often. So the mindset is usually just, yep, Gaia, nope, need floater.
Yep. That's kind of one of the nuances of this Dark World, is that, you know, everything you're used to, you kind of have to relearn for this map set. That black belt is up to 34 now. I mean, if you can find the shards elsewhere, and I don't know if Woobear can. I guess Woobear's checking something now. Rax is happy with levels, is looked at the map, maybe looking at the, if you have the map up on, a second screen or something, and be like, hey, where is this? Oh, look it, I can get there. Ike here almost actually at that 32, but is still missing Key. It doesn't have Canal or the floater either, so still nobody else is actually in go mode. Rax was able to spend all that time doing that grind, and, distance was close for sure, but nobody else is even Topher ready yet.
Interesting though, because if I caught the number correctly, Rax took that black belt to 35. So my question to you is, you've seen what this is in this Topher. Do you only go to 35 because you have like other party members like that fighter that is a bit of a assistance to your black belt, I guess you could say? Or do you say, I'm not taking chances and we're going to at least 42?
I think that's part of the problem or idea is that I have this fighter or this knight that's, to the moon already. I don't necessarily need the black belt. Like, I want the black belt to have 10 hits, which I think you have to, it's like 35, 36. And I think it's also that idea that I lost my first dive. Like, that was just wasted time, and there goes the black mage to carry. Just, nope. I think that's the idea, is like, I lost all this time. I need to get in. You kind of have the idea probably like, I need to get to chaos with 2 people. If I can get there with both, my master and my knight, like, you keep the knight up front. Maybe you have the ruse stick to just be the evasion. I mean, I don't even know if you ruse. Like, you saw how much he was just flinging spells. Like, I don't even know if you waste the time trying to ruse, and you just like, okay, here, I'm gonna fast you. I'm gonna fast myself, and we're gonna hold A now and hope for the best.
It's risky, but honestly, sometimes I feel like you just have to do it that way and hope you get them down before you, and it kind of feels like this chaos might be one of those situations.
Yeah, I feel like without a wipe, somebody that can cast high, I don't want to call it high level, but like the typical level 7, 8 spells like Cure 4, Heal 3, Have Life, stuff like that, this is not a battle you want to draw out. You want this battle to be done now. Like, you want to go in and, the speed and power. I think that is the name of the game on this Chaos. Don't waste turns trying to get defenses up, because Chaos doesn't seem to care about your evasion. Chaos is like, cool, evasion, I have 2 nukes. What are you going to do about it?
We just practiced that strat on Kraken, and at least worked well there.
Yeah, Kraken was there, and then was not there. Didn't get the greatest turn order here, unfortunately. Didn't get that fast first. Is that the 10 hits? So, yeah, fast, swing, and then punch. And, yeah, 12, 785. The biggest concern is just, like, is he evasive? Because we didn't even get... We got the 1 swing, and we did barely any damage. Things are starting to run on Chaos Floor now, just because that knight is so chonky.
It's like, oh no, we're out.
It's like we're protecting the final boss. Just shows the knight roll up. Be like, never mind, have fun. Our Lord Chaos will be with you just momentarily. All right. What are the strats? We are going to fast. We are going. There's Thunder, which you're probably happy to see instead of a spell, because we're not getting closer to nuke. 10 for 266. Yep, fast, and then fast and the... hey, look, I know how to punch all of a sudden. I mean, we're doing damage. There's the start of that spells. 13 for 229. 8 for... Ooh, we got some good crits there. 14, 331. There's fire. First nuke is coming next. 10 for 177. Ooh, the big punch. 14, 736. Chaos still sitting around. We got 730. There's the nuke. Oh, well, down goes the master. Holding. Oh, never mind. Rax is done. Chaos is defeated. The speed and power triumphs. And
yes,
I believe
GG Rax.
We are joined in the booth by Rax.
Yes, with an official race time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 15 seconds, is our first place runner on stream and overall. So GG's Rax.
GG's. I'm sorry, I had an audio issue there for a second.
Nah, you're good.
So tell us about the seed. How are you feeling?
I thought that I was doing really badly. I feel like I maneuvered imperfectly and sort of wandered around a lot. And that grind wasn't great, but it was like the grind that I had, and I've done worse in these seeds, wandering around trying to find the best grind. And so I was like, I'm just gonna take it. It's good enough. And then I looked and I'm like, oh, cool. I'll take that.
Yeah, there was a lot of ugly in multiple places in this seed, and I think everyone saw it at different times, and effectively after that, just all went in different directions. I don't think anyone did something similar to someone else. They just got thrown off early. A lot of it was with the boxes with all the ugly deadly things in them.
Oh yeah.
And then just, it was like, well, what do we do now? Because everything's awful. And then it was basically just managing and making do until something worked.
Yeah, I feel like this flag set a lot of the time, if you bounce off of something, you just go do something else. There's usually multiple options, and worst case, you come back to it later. Like, I did Earth. I never do Earth in these, but I was just like, I don't know what else I can do, so I'm gonna go to Earth.
Got a really pretty sword out of it.
I did. That probably did a fair amount for me, honestly.
Yeah, you were the first one on stream to get to that, so you definitely let that black belt made perfect use of it.
Yeah, being able to put it on the black belt was so good, because the black belt's the best eventually, but it's so hard to get there without just taking a long grind.
While we were chatting, we saw Woobear get his last shards, taking up there in Sky and going into Topher, and not far behind is Iker.
Yeah, Sonny's right ahead too. There, we see two
Yeah,
Lich 2s
they like was
on
just like
screen right
it's
now.
like suddenly they looked all like in different spots, and then they just all converged like around the same time, just coming in.
I guess one thing to note, I don't believe like Sonny's capable of promotion, but I believe we're still these are or maybe we did promote. Those look different. Maybe we did. What's the thief swinging? Well, never mind. Thief sleep. Fast. Let's try it again. What's the thief swinging? Are we swinging a katana? That is a katana. Okay,
Looks
we did
like
promote.
it. Did Sonny
his-
find a thief somewhere, or did Sonny start the thief?
Sonny
Started.
Yep. Yeah, you and Iker both started fighter. Woobear and Sonny both started thief. And yeah, the katana. I mean, you probably found the katana. I'm pretty sure you full cleared Mirage Sky. When you
I have two katanas, for all the good that did me.
Right? They're just sitting in your inventory looking pretty.
So the kind of like two questions I had. Going into Topher on your first dive, you lost the master right after carry, I believe, and then you got to chaos with the one man. How were you feeling? And then as you were seeing chaos being like, I know how to cast spells. I don't care about your evasion. How were you feeling about that?
I was really surprised. I don't think I've ever seen that many spells in a row. I was wondering if I was learning today that it was possible to never attack and only cast spells. And I'm like, well, I gotta get a lot of levels if this is how Chaos acts. I can't.
It's suddenly the Uno reverse of week 3.
Yeah, it was wild. But it was, going in with just one party member, like I had a high level fighter, so I had a shot. But also scouting Chaos is really valuable in this, I think. A lot of the time you do not finish your first dive.
Okay, and then getting bounced out from Chaos, getting that information, like Chaos likes casting spells, has 2 nukes, loves doing it. On top of that, did that factor into like how high you were grinding the black belt, or did you already have the idea this is how high I'm taking my black belt and I'm done?
I wanted to get to 10 hits, just because I thought that would go fast enough, probably. And with the blursing, I didn't actually know when I would hit 10 hits. And I figured if I hit 10 hits, I would leave. But when I hit 10 hits, I had like 50 HP, and I'm like, I'll take another fight. Either I'll die out. and not have to go revive people, or I'll get an extra level and it's fine. So the save on game over made me not have to think that hard, really.
Yep. All right. Well, Sonny is through Tia 2 Solo Thief. We'll see how this works out. We've seen a solo knight not be too happy about it. The thief does have some white magic at level 8. I don't know what. I know it's life 1. I don't believe it has cure 4. If it had cure 4, that'd be very helpful, but I don't think that's what we're sitting at.
Is Sonny going in with the solo thief? Meanwhile, Woob's going in with a thief, a black belt that's in there in spirit, and a white mage and a black mage, a full party.
Yeah. I care right behind on Tia 2 as well, so with currently full party. I'm fast and the spells begin. Oh, there's a punch. 10 for 218. Nuke is next. There's a 672. Speaking of Nuke. And we're just gonna hold A, and Chaos like, I got more spells. Ineffective slow 2. Woobear getting the buffs up. A swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Thunder. On Woobear's side, we got some more power. 9607. Uh-oh. 7 hits for 553. The lit 2.
Oh.
No. That nuke rolling as high as it did, that hurts. Woobear, full party up. Like, you know, it looks like it might have taken one of those nukes, potentially, but everybody's up. Got some heal 3, swing, big damage off the thief with the Masas, like 738. Here comes that heal 3. Yeah, we're just waiting, locking, swinging. 9 for 925. There. Okay, here's a nuke. We lose 2 members. Yep, it's like cure 4. Stop. Ineffective with both party members. 6 for 362. Cure 4 comes out. We got all our health back. 10 for 231. Slow 2. Slow 2 landed, but we got that fast gauntlet on the white mage, thankfully. Swing 4 for 188. Fast back. We got fire 3. A little bit of chip damage on both party members. Wait, there's the other nuke. Ooh, big damage on the thief. Whole day and pray time. More spells. 7 hits, 595. Terminated on Woobear, who is going to finish second on Restream. GG's. Second on Restream. Also second in the race room with an official time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, 33 seconds.
GG.
Icare also on Chaos. Like, we go from one right to the other. Sonny's back on carry 2. We got some Invis 2. It looks like fight, and heal 3. We're going to try some lock. Here comes that nuke. Big roll on the mages, unfortunately. No more support. 9 for 534. We get a punch. 14 for 14. Wow. No cure. 14 for 516. That's more what you expect to see with, black belt. That can swing that many times. You expect some crits. Ooh, slow 2. Unfortunate. 5. We've fasted already, at least. We're going to swing. 14, 339. 5 for 317. Punch. Down goes the fighter. Fire 3, 15. I believe we have certain death of a second nuke. Unfortunately, Iker bounces off with Chaos. Going right back in, though. Yeah, just imagining Chaos as a Hobbit. It's like, we've had first nuke, but what about second nuke? Let's see. Sonny going down looks like missing. He picked up a third party member. Is down, unfortunately. Still has the black mage. Yeah, I don't think Chaos had that much left. Just those nukes hit really hard, unfortunately. Which, I mean, that's, unfortunately, that's what happened to Rax as well. That first nuke almost max damage rolled on the first dive. It's not what you want to see. Well, we're kind of getting back to Castle. Let's go ahead and get Woobear in here.
I knew it was the floating chain, but, like, I dove everything I could because I'm like, okay, if I don't know what I'm doing, maybe I can just get the shards. And I was like one short, and then finally,
we're sorry, Woobear. We stole you away from your conversation.
all good, all good.
So GG's though.
Yeah,
GG.
I guess so.
How'd you feel about the seed?
Not great. I'm gonna be honest, not great.
That seems to be the way. Rax felt the same, going kind of the whole time.
I'm gonna assume that's how most people are feeling about it.
I can't believe I got second. So yeah, I feel like no one's having a good time.
Yeah, I feel like this chaos is feeling some kind of way tonight.
Yeah, Chaos was finally the final boss for once instead of like Kraken 2 or like whatever. Very happy I picked up that white mage.
Yeah, double nuke, like,
Double
and
nuke.
love to cast spells on top of that. Like, I don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah, that one, like, I was okay with the spells up until like the double nuke, but like I didn't have any ruse items, so that's why I put my thief in 3, and I'm like rusing on the white mage and hoping he wasn't punchy, because if he was, I was probably in trouble. But the double nuke, on the other hand, is also not ideal.
Sonny back on Chaos, solo thief. Hey, it's punching a little bit.
Yeah, who put that river by Gaia there?
That was going to be the next question, because we were kind of talking about that. Like, he doesn't have the cube yet. He needs to find it, and like we know where it is. And there was just like, when's he going to go do it? And finally, like, you remember in Luffy was like, "Good job, Uber."
Yeah, it took me took me a few minutes there. I was like so close. I'm like, okay, if I can just find enough shards, I have loot, I have key. I don't care about anything else. But I was like one short because I could have killed Carrie still for the 2. I needed 3. But yeah, just one short. So.
Ike, you're back in though.
Oh, I'm sweating after that one.
I don't blame you. Zap comes in, takes out both the black belt and the black mage, but we get through with the fighter and the white mage. I would imagine that white mage has some ways to pick up our warriors.
Yeah, life 2 was earlier.
Yeah.
Early. Level 2. Which I found out the life 2 in battle is not on, so that sucks.
Yep, only life 1 this week. I think it was different because I think week 3 it did have both life 1 and life 2. But alright, Tia 2, we're Lich 2 with Sani. Gonna get some lock, heal 3s. Tia with fast. That's something you almost wanted to see on Chaos, because Chaos didn't really know how to punch anyway, so it's like, go ahead, fast yourself. As long as you don't get 2 spells a turn.
Yeah, it's always funny when you see a mage boss and it's like fast and saber, and it's like, oh no, but you just lightning 2 times 8.
Yeah, thankfully fast doesn't buff the spell damage. Don't get any ideas, Des. I don't think we want to see.
You ruined
people
it.
might want to
You
see
spoke
that,
it into
but-
existence.
Oops, well, sorry everybody, my bad.
It'll be a thing by tomorrow now.
My bad, everybody.
He said, "In here, and I'll see you. I need to speak to you at RPG Limberberg to get it edited out of the VOD." You said nothing. No one heard anything.
Inteffect
Like, what-
spells for bosses. That's the next one too. Yeah.
Like, what happened to the VOD for Game 3? I don't know. Just disappeared. Something
I
was
wouldn't
said
mind
there
it
that
getting
nobody
deleted
wanted to
too
hear it,
for-
so oops.
For other reasons, honestly, it's embarrassing. Just running around, diving into like locked marsh, like please be shards here. Like, oh my god.
I mean, I am the person who highlights our VODs over there.
So, Ike here, back on Chaos. We're getting some Invis 2, some defense. We've got Lightning 2 coming out. We get the fast.
All right, I'll let you cast the rest of this out. Love you all. Goodbye.
All right.
Bye. GG.
GG's again. All right, we're gonna get some fast, some defense, some more Invis. And we get some temper on the black belt. The punch comes out on that night. Unfortunate amount of damage. Puts it in the danger zone of the... I think it's still 2 away, thankfully. We got 8 for 199. Temper on the black belt. Heal 3 comes out. Gonna get everybody up a little bit because we know that nuke is coming next spell. And Sonny's also in Chaos. We've got Solo Thief one more time. Is this third time? There's that nuke 214. 12 for 302. Lock 2. Miss on Sonny's side. Here's the nuke. Everybody survives. I think we get a little bit of a reprieve as far as damage dealing spells. Yeah, we get stop. Unfortunately, hits the fighter. Nobody else. We're gonna punch. 13, 232. Heal 3 comes out. Cure 4, we're gonna try to just get back up on top of. Well, Rip Fighter, 14, 537, and Sonny Wrath. While we're looking at that and seeing that unfortunate fighter, Sonny Wrath does finish. As it shows up 5th overall on the race, 3rd in restream. Between Woobear and Sonny Wrath, we had Cyranus finishing up with a 136.23, and then Demon Frog finishing up with a 139 flat. Sonny Wrath's official time is 139.18. And let's go back to Ike here. Alright. Oh, fire picked up the fighter just to get taken back down. We got 16.533. We're just going to try healing, it looks like, at this point. Keep the current Warriors of Light up that are up, because here comes that nuke, and oh dear. 16.612. Thankfully, heal 3 comes off after that. This should help with any potential damage coming afterwards. Now, we're going to Cure 4 the black belt. Lightning 3 to just get some chip damage. 54. We get a punch. 16 hits. 928. Terminated. Chaos is gone. And Ike here finishes in 6th place overall, right behind Sonny Wrath with an official time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 20 seconds. GG's.
So, looking so far at our runners, we have Rax as Solo Bucket 1, Woobear Solo Bucket 2, and then we have Cyranus, Demon, Sonny, and Ike are in Bucket 3? Because how long is Bucket 3? 3 or 4 minutes?
That's 4, so I don't know if there's going to need to
Okay.
be some potential timing between Cyranus and Ike here just to make sure, because that's a 3-second
There might be, yeah, because there's just a 3-second difference.
Yep.
But if the time works out, then we have those 4 in Bucket 3.
Yep. That is correct. And we are also joined in the booth both by Ike here and Sonny Wrath. GG's.
GG's.
We've kind of heard it from both Woobear, who's no longer in here, and Rax, but we'll see if the feelings are different. How do you all feel about the seed?
LOL chaos.
Terrible at the beginning.
I mean-
go to Dwarf and like get the chest and get money and then leave and maybe get a weapon or something. And nope, ran into a chest that killed me.
Shoutouts to
Multiple
those
times.
squid fish.
Yeah, the fish were not
Oh,
happy.
yeah.
They were like, no, this box is ours. And then, you finally, obviously, keep it in the back of your mind, go back to it, hoping for something in Bridge.
Yeah, that was the worst part.
I laughed so hard at that. I laughed so unbelievably hard at the bridge being in there because I was like, okay, this is most likely a shard. I see bridge. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I actually walked across the bridge. So I used it.
Like, dang it, I spent this time getting this bridge, I'm gonna use it.
Had to
I
feel
just
things like that, and then needing chime and crown for ordeals, and a few other
Yeah.
things in the seed. I think the theme of the night was just the seeds got jokes.
oh
Yeah,
this
I
seed.
walked. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, I care.
I walked to ordeals, and I'm like, I've been going into every place before I save outside of it. I didn't in ordeals. I saved outside of it, then tried to walk in. I'm like, crap, time locks. I just saved. Had to walk all the way back to ice.
Yeah, I
Oh my god.
I did ice and then saved outside of ordeals, tried to go in.
You
Wait,
too.
I'm not moving. Oh man.
I remembered to save outside ice or to enter ice before saving, and then I didn't do it on ordeals, and I'm just like, of course, of
All
course.
three of us. Yay.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
it's one of the reasons we were just like about this making jokes about like the siege just messing with people because I maybe 5 minutes before that, Link and I were talking and I mentioned I had rolled that exact scenario in a practice seed with ordeals being chime and crown required. And then we just see Anger's Raxburst just bounce off of it, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Game please.
So if you want to blame someone, you know who to blame now.
Yeah, Rax. Rax is the one that rolled the seed. And yes, I know it was actually Mechlin, but I'm still blaming you, Rax.
All right, fair enough.
at least I was very thankful for the chime hits.
But I blame you because you're one of my friends.
Well, thank you.
Fantastic seed, though. I will admit, in all of the practices that I've had, none of the seeds have really been terribly difficult. And this one actually had difficulty because if we equipped the ribbon on the thief or ninja, we had the ribbon curse of mute, which means we wouldn't have been able to use any of the caster items or drink potions in battle. That in and of itself would have led into a massive problem. But that starting Zeus Gauntlet was extremely nice. Since we actually had some sort of damage output, it was just a matter of whether or not we could stay alive.
Yep. Staying alive was the hard part. I'm just thankful for the black belt and Earth.
I
Yeah, the
mean,
black mages
The
early.
black belt was, we saw, I think everybody, Sonny, you didn't take a black belt. Everybody else did.
heck no.
I replaced my
stick-
black mage that was like level 18 with them, and it's like, cool, I'm hitting 6 hits already.
I was sticking with my tried and true ninja.
That Katana was nice. I did not find a thief afterward. Not that I could have used it. I never found floater, so I couldn't promote.
Yeah, so that was behind TNT, which was Lucent Volcano. And Floater was in Gaia, if I remember correctly.
No, I did Gaia. Was it in Ordeals?
Floater was
What was
ordeal.
Ordeal?
It was Ordeals,
Those
yeah.
ordeals,
Thank
yeah.
you.
It was like one of the few things I had left. Actually, it's
I was
the
about
only
to say.
key on my left besides the turn in for slab.
After I got Chime, the rest of the seed kind of just went out of my memory.
Yeah, I guess after that, I was like, oh, I'm only one from Gobode. I hope I get Canal soon.
Yep.
Yeah, that was actually like the strange part. It's like shards were extremely high, and we still couldn't even get to Topher until Brax. I think you were actually already at 32 shards, and you couldn't even go to Topher.
Mhm.
You were still missing Canal or Floater when you already had your 30-second shard.
Yeah, I picked up 30-second shard right before floater in ordeals.
And then you were able to just go to Ordeal or go to Toph, get your key, and then be good to go.
Yeah, I decided to promote, which I think was worth it, but
Also, shoutouts to Katana +7. It did work.
yeah, I never found a thief. I realize many people are like, you take thief in this flag set always. I believe you take fighter in this flag set always,
I agree.
but it
I
was
see.
tragic not to find a thief at all with those katanas.
This was one
mean-
of those ones where it's just like I feel because of the blur sinks, like the fighter having an insanely high agility off the rip to start with, like it negates a little bit of that benefit that an early thief might have, outside of better running and things like that.
I was about to say, because that's all calculated off the luck stat, unfortunately, and with Thief having such high luck in the early game, it really made it a toss-up.
I was having more preemptives just so I could run quicker, and wasn't getting them till late.
But I think unless anybody's got anything else to chime in, we can go ahead and do final thoughts. So if nobody does, we can go ahead. We'll just kind of go in finish order. We'll start with Rax.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed this. I really like this flag set. There's a couple things that are a little wackadoodle, but that's what Spring League is for. I'm still very pleased to have gotten out of this one first. I feel like it was a complicated seed. I'm interested to watch back and see what happened. I really appreciate having this all put together. So thank you to everyone on crew. And I'm really excited for the semifinals. It's going to be my first time making it this far in League. So excited to see what that's all about. And good luck, everybody.
All right, and then Sonny Ref.
Well, first off, Danny, Link, thank you both so much for doing commentary. Mecklin, you have done a lot of broadcasts, and it is greatly appreciated. It was Odron and Luffy tracking, if I remember correctly, so I definitely want to thank you both for doing that. It's been a hot minute since I've actually been in a position of going into semifinals for at least this game, so it's gonna be interesting going into those 2 weeks with how much the flags are going to change, and we'll just have to see what happens. As shoutouts to Harm 8, because if we get that, seat's free.
All right, and then Hiker.
There's like everyone sentiments. Thanks for the comments, the restream, the tracking. It's always fun doing League. I know semifinals for me this year, but we had a fun team. We were all just having fun running seeds and practicing and just talking about the things. Although we really regret that there wasn't a spoiler week, because having spoiler week on a new map would have been really interesting. But having the new map was really cool in this league, so it was a blast. And hope to watch semifinals and see how that works out. Thanks again, everyone.
All right. Well, I guess Danny, is there anything you want to talk about before we end the broadcast?
As for the race, I think we covered mostly everything. So, real quick before we hop out of here, I am going to mention our summer marathon, the random marathon that is coming up in June. It is our annual June marathon. We do it in support of the Liam Foundation, a fantastic charity that does a lot of great work for the LGBTQI+ community. It's happening the first weekend in June. We are doing it in person, but we are doing the runs on-site and online. So if you are interested in attending or just participating online, submissions are still open. They close tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. You got just over 24 hours to get your runs in if you'd like to help raise money for a fantastic charity. You can go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. There's a link there to the wiki. All your information you will find for submissions, for attendance, all your information's there. I highly suggest it. It's not only a great time, we always have a lot of fun, but like I said, it's a great charity, and we love raising money for them and partnering with them. So looking forward to June, and if you'd like to be a part of it, you have till tomorrow to get your submissions in and do that. I highly suggest you do. Other than that, semis start tomorrow. Race 1 is here on RPG Limit Break at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to watch more craziness like we had tonight, come back tomorrow because we'll be at it again.
Well, I think that's going to do it for us. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.